same for the each logic cell and only the interconnect. So inside cells and between cells which is to be customized and which is similar to the software macros. So there is a different classifications of the MGA, that is called as a gate array based ASICs. Uh, first classification is channeled. First classification is channeled gate array, and the second classification is channelless gate array, and the third classification is structured gate array. First one, channeled gate array. So the channeled gate array was the first to be developed. So in the channeled gate array, spaces is left between the rows of the transistors which is to be wired. A channeled gate array is similar to the CBIC, that is called as we already discussed this topic, CBIC. So both uses the rows of cells separated by the channels used for the interconnect. So the one difference is that the space for the interconnect between the rows of the cells are fixed height in the channel gate array, whereas the space between the rows of the cells may be adjusted in the CBIC. A channeled gate array die, you have to see in the diagram, there is a base cell is there, it indicates the channel, there is a channel between the two rows, you have to see the two rows fixed blocks. So features of the MGA, so only the interconnect which is to be customized. So the interconnect uses the predefined spaces between the rows of the basic cells. So we have to using the predefined spaces. So manufacturing lead time is between the 2 days and 2 weeks. So it takes around the approximately 16 days or 2 weeks approximate time for the manufacturing. And next type, channelless gate array. So the channelless gate array architecture is now more widely used. This is the more widely used applications. So the routing on the channelless gate array uses rows of the unused transistors. So the key difference between the channelless gate array and the channeled gate array is that there are no predefined areas set aside for the routing between the cells on the channelless gate array. So instead we have to route over the top of the gate array device. So we can do this because of the customizing the contact layer, that is to be defined the connection between the metal one and the so on. So these are some features of channelless gate array. So we already discussed that channel array, there is some advantage in the channelless gate array. So because it having the variety of applications we have to using. So only the interconnect which is to be customized, the same model. The interconnect uses the predefined spaces between the rows of the basic cells. So the manufacturing lead time is around the 2 weeks and 2 weeks, similar to that channeled gate array. So when we use an area of the transistor for routing in the channelless gate array, so we do not make any contact to the devices lying underneath. We have to simply leave the transistors unused. So some transistors to be unused in that channelless gate array. So this diagram shows a channelless gate array or a sea of gate array die. There is a sea of gates or channels. You have to see there is no channel between in the base cell. You have to see in the diagram there is a base cell is there. So there is no channel between that rows and columns. You have to see that block. There is a no channels are there. That is called as channelless. That is called as sea of gates. So there is an array of gates. So array of base cells are there. You have to see in the diagram, that is this figure shows the channelless gate array. So the basic difference between the channelless gate array and the channelless gate array is that there are no predefined area set aside for routing between the cells on a channelless gate array. So instead we route over the top of the gate arrays devices. So it is done like this because we have to customize the contact layer that define the connections between the metal one, the first layer of the metal and the transistors. So when we use an area of the transistors for routing in the channelless array, so we do not make any contacts to the devices lying the underneath. It is similar to that explanation only. Next, structured gate array. So this design combines some feature of the that is the two features, CBICs and also MGAs. That is the main the MGA having some drawbacks and also CBIC having some drawbacks. So to overcome that drawback, we have to using that combined structure, that is called as structured gate array. So the limitation of the MGA is that the fixed gate array base cell that makes the implementation of the memory difficult and also inefficient. That is the main drawback in the MGA. So in an embedded gate array, some of the IC areas is set aside and dedicate it is to be a specific application. So this embedded area either can be contain a different base cell, it is more suitable for building memories, or it contain the a complete structure block such as microcontroller. So this figure shows the structured gate array, a structure or embedded gate array die showing an embedded block in the upper left of the corner. You have to see in the upper left of the corner there is some embedded blocks and also there is an array of base cells. So it is the combined structure of CBIC and MGA. That is the main advantage of the structured gate array logic.